Rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
That's right. It's Taylor Heating and Plumbing. Taylor 500 Help since 1947. Heating, air conditioning, duct cleaning. They are the professionals that get that all done. Make Taylor your furnace repair shop and your one-stop shop for water heaters with Bradford White water heaters. And if you're looking for a job, Taylor is looking for you. Home energy techs, HVAC technicians, and plumbers. It's Taylor 500 Help. And of course, it is a little chilly, so we know your furnace has been turned on. Make sure you call Taylor 500 Help to get everything cleaned and make sure you're ready to go for winter. Precision Lawn and Garden in Webster, 195 North Avenue in Webster since 1969, providing Rochester and surrounding areas sales, service, and parts. We're talking snow blowers. Precision's got them. They got chainsaws. They've got blowers. They've got lawnmowers, all makes and models. Precision Lawn and Garden in Webster. Talk to Justin and Kimberly. They will make sure that you are set up for the winter months with Precision Lawn and Garden. And Express Sealers, 645-2010, 645-2010. Instead of sealing your driveway, they're plowing your driveway. They're making sure you're ready for those snowy days. Of course, on the eastern side of the country. In Rochester, we get a lot of snow. So it's east side snow removal for driveways, residential, and business. We're talking Ontario, Williamson, Webster, Penfield, and Irondequoit. It's Express Sealers, plowing your driveway, 645-2010. And of course, our supporters, our advertisers support us here at the We the People Podcast Network. And so we're hoping that you support our advertisers.
Live from the We the People broadcast studio in cloudy 46-degree Irondequoit, New York. It's Tinfoil Hat Tuesday. Here she is. For now, it's Kimberly Ray.
Hey, welcome to Kimberly's Revolution. We're live from the We the People podcast studios.
We're live
from federal Pound Me in the Ass prison. This is where we are.
Do women do that to each other?
I don't know. I've never been to prison. I've never been to jail. I'm not likely to go. There haven't been flashbangs out in front of my house, regardless of what people are saying and trying to drum up the hate online. Social media is evil. We have said that before, but again, I am Kimberly, here at the We the People podcast studios in Irondequoit for Kimberly's Revolution. Our website is live. It's We the People Podcast Network.com. We're selling t-shirts on there. We got to make up one that has like stripes.
Yeah. I don't think we may not have to make that up.
Right. I am here with Just Tom, of course.
I am.
Just Tom.
What are you doing to me, Kimberlina?
I know.
What the F? Beck warned me. He said you got to get on that horse and ride her.
Hey, Deborah from St. Pete, we are glad that you are here. Patty says, I find it comical that a lot of people are coming out against you, don't even live here. No, they're bots and trolls. Basically bots and trolls, and all the other ones just don't matter. We have Austin sitting in today. Where's Austin? Here he is.
Hello.
Oh, he's got his great shirt on. Basically, as I was mentioning to you,
I didn't even shave today, Kimberly. I'm stressed out.
Just to clear
I'm
something
yelling,
up.
and I don't know why.
Why are you yelling?
I don't know.
You're here. I need you here.
All right, wait a minute.
And
now the news. Okay, go ahead.
There is some weird Jedi mind control bullshit going on, isn't there? First off, you have not fired me. I am still here on the We the People Podcast Network as Kimberly's Revolution.
As far as I know.
And I'm still a realtor. Yes?
As far as I know.
Thank you. In fact, I have a house going live this afternoon. It is in Greece and it's fabulous. And it can be yours if you're looking for a nice 2-story contemporary colonial. It's beautiful. So I'm so excited about that. Had the photographer out this morning taking pictures. So that's a good thing. And helping people find houses. It's what I'm doing. I've clients right now. The market is still really, really crazy busy. So, and we're still getting multiple offer situations and we're still going over asking. So nothing has really changed since this summer, but let's get down to it. There are people on social media that that basically have put me in a category of the same category as murderers and pedophiles.
Whoa.
Yes,
Those people are way better. They're vaccinated. Okay.
Thank you. The murderers and pedophiles are vaccinated, Kimberly, you dumb biatch. Oh, I'm sorry. You're so right. As long as they're vaccinated, the murderers and the pedophiles are okay. But one girl from Greece, New York, who goes to a Buffalo Bills game and gets in with whatever it is they're saying it is. There are some people that saying she's lying. She's lying and deceiving everyone. She's vaxxed. And there are some people saying she had a fake card. Hashtag FBI, go get her. Hey, make up your mind. Am I vaccinated or am I not vaccinated? I don't know.
Wait a minute.
It's up to you to figure that out.
Wait a minute.
I've been showing.
Girl, did you just say girl?
I'm just a girl.
Oh, okay.
Trying to get by in life. My body, my choice, right? Isn't it? My body, my choice. Listen, here's the thing. I'm just going to say that mandates are not good for anyone. They're not good for the left and they're not good for the right. And I do want to clear something up. Someone said Kimberly wants everyone to show their ID when you go to vote. No, I don't. I think you ought to show up in person. I think doing voting for a month is bad. I think unless you're military, you shouldn't be able to mail in your vote. I never said anything about I want people to show ID to vote. It's un-American.
Evil Republican.
I mean, I don't care whether you have an ID to vote or not. I would prefer it if you, as an individual, just like I did today, go down to your voting polling place and vote like a good American citizen. If you're in the military, quite different. But if you're just, some guy who can't get out of his parents' basement and you're too lazy to get your ass down to the polling place, then you don't get to vote. But
are you calling Democrats fat, Kimberly?
And the other problem I have is that what is your deal?
I don't know.
The other problem I have with the mandates is there are good people working at these places where you have to show your card, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a football game. Did I go to a Buffalo Bills game? Sure did. And did someone check my card? They sure did. There I am. We're on the way to the game. Did I hold up my card and did the girl do this? Not even look. Just, okay. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. We've got 70,000 people. We've got to get into the stadium before the third quarter starts. We want these people to be able to see the last quarter of the game. Keep moving. Keep moving. That's all they do. They want you just to get into the game. Just get into the game and sit down and watch the game. We don't really care. These are people that don't really care if you have a vaccination card or not. And you know what? They shouldn't be responsible for checking such things. And you know why they shouldn't? Because it's outdoors, okay? Fresh air. The Buffalo Bills Stadium is not a dome. It's not a dome. And what I did on Sunday, whether you like it or don't like it, whether you think I'm vaxxed or not vaxxed, whether my card was real or fake, it just proves that those people, I'm doing my journalistic duty and just proving that those people just really don't want to be doing what they're doing. Just get them into the football game. Just get them in.
So what you're saying is that these mandates just simply don't work.
They don't work. The mandates don't work. The people don't want to enforce the mandate.
Because nobody would even get into the place if they actually tried to enforce it.
I don't know. I think there are some people that are legitimately vaxxed, but I think a lot of people are not vaxxed.
Well, they did catch a few hundred people, apparently. on the actual cards that they checked. And for the most part, it was because people probably went and got vaccinated before the game, thinking they needed to. And you have to wait 2 weeks before you're actually vaccinated. So all those people were denied.
You know, it's un-American to make someone get a vaccination or they lose their jobs or they can't sit down at a restaurant or they can't go to a concert or they can't go to a football game that's outside, right? I might think twice if someone said, hey, listen, your room is too small. You guys, can't go in there and congregate. I'd understand that. But this is outside where everyone's breathing fresh air or someone else's pot smoke. Huge waves of weed smoke in the stadium on Sunday. But I'm the bad person for whatever they said I did or didn't do. I can't figure out why what are they most mad at? Are they mad that I'm not vaccinated, or are they mad that I got in using what may or may not have been a fake card?
I think they're just mad because they want to get you.
Here's the other.
You're the one that's the trigger.
Am I the trigger? The name of today's show is Triggered, because it's almost like these individuals their brains have been reprogrammed. It's like they've been in a cult and brainwashed for years that people must get vaccinated. You must get vaccinated. You must get vaccinated. You must wear a mask. If you don't, you're a horrible person who needs to go to prison. FBI, arrest everyone. I mean, it's so Nazi German-like. And people just don't see it. And I don't understand what you don't understand about that. That forcing people to get, and believe me, I'm not anti-vaccination. I am measles, mumps, polio, smallpox. Those are all good vaccinations. But at any time in history, in American history, has anyone said, if you don't get vaccinated for a cold, you're not going to be allowed to go to work and make a living and earn money for your family? Ever shut down the entire economy, put people out of work, closed businesses for good. And people think that this is a good idea over a virus that 99.9% of us recover from? But I'm a bad person because I may or may not have used a card that wasn't in line.
Well, let's assume I'm going to play Chad here for a second. Wait a minute. No, actually, I'm not. But
Okay.
let's assume that what they're saying is correct here. Okay. It's not 99.9. It's probably 99.7.
Okay.
Let's also assume that it's worse than a cold, that yes, people are dying, and that it's, people are having heart conditions, and
People are going to have heart conditions.
People like me are having brain fog, and people still can't smell 6 months or taste 6 months after they've had it.
But that could happen with any respiratory virus. You understand that, right? And by the way, your brain fog is due to booze.
That could be. But the one thing that I'd like to get across here is, can we just stop calling this a vaccine? It's not. It's a flu shot. It's a COVID shot. Everybody's going to have to either get it every 8 months for the rest of their lives.
No.
Or until they tell us not to, or you're just not going to get it. But the point is that it's not a vaccine. It doesn't stop COVID. It doesn't stop transmission between people. It does, yes, it does reduce the effects of the disease.
Does it?
Yes, the New York Times had an article out.
Well, I don't believe anything the New York Times says.
They had an article out this weekend that it does drastically improve deaths. It does improve getting the breakthrough infections. People that are unvaccinated apparently get COVID at a higher rate than people that are vaccinated.
The mouthpiece for Joe Biden who is vaccinated.
Misaki.
Her entire family has COVID.
Right. Well,
But you know what? We should all get vaccinated, because if you get vaccinated,
but the data is telling us that the shot does work. However, can we stop calling a vaccination means that if you get a vaccine, that means that you're not going to get it, right? So let's just stop calling it a vaccine and just say, I went and got my COVID shot, just like I go and get the flu shot.
right?
I went and got my COVID shot. I'm as protected as I possibly can be, but this is not, this is not something that's going to end. This is not going to end the pandemic until, unfortunately, everybody gets COVID. That's the only way it's going to end.
Hello from Florida. Lorianne says, vote red.
It's election day.
It is election day. Well, let me just give you, because I mean, now we're seeing the effects of the mandates, right? We're really seeing the effects of the mandate. In Wichita, Kansas, half of 10,000 employees at aircraft companies Textron Inc. and Spirit Aerosystems are unvaccinated against COVID. The majority of workers from Boeing to Mercedes, the rebellion from U.S. workers over the vaccination mandate is growing in numbers.
New York Fire, Police, and EMTs.
People are going to die in New York City, not from COVID, because when their building catches on fire and they're on the 15th floor and they can't be rescued, all hell's going to break loose. When half of the firefighters in New York City walk out, and they will, and they are, we're going to have some real issues with people dying.
Yeah, and the mayor's planning on outlasting them. So we'll see how that works out.
The mayor wants to run for president. God help us all if that ever happens. If Comrade de Blasio goes from mayor of New York City, which he has ramped up in murder numbers and crime numbers, and does favors for his own family, kind of like Cuomo did. You know, a lot of these Democrats feel entitled, and I don't really understand it. You know, they have it's what we said before: rules for thee, but not for me. And that's really the Democrat, party line. It's they want to do whatever they want to do with their bodies.
The knee. You got to bend the knee, Kimberly.
Get vaccinated, but let me have 15 abortions, okay, or whatever. My body, my choice, but not when it comes to vaccination, Kimberly. You need to get vaccinated. Oh, you want to have your 4th abortion? You go right ahead. You go, you do your thing. But vaccination, got to get it. Abortions, got to have them. You see what's crazy about the whole Democratic mindset? You guys are crazy. Your brains are fried. It's like a cult.
I thought we were in a cult.
I don't know.
It kind of feels like a cult.
Does it?
Wait a minute. Am I in a cult?
Only if you wear your tin hat.
Austin, am I in a cult?
Only if you wear your tin hat. So I will just say December 8th is the timeline for federal employees, right? To get vaccinated. So the clock is ticking for companies if they want to continue to get federal contracts under an executive order by President Biden. They have to have all their employees fully vaccinated by December 8th, which is not going to happen because for the Pfizer and Moderna shots, I think you have to wait how many weeks before you get your second one. So even if someone goes out to,
like a month.
So there you go. I mean, and airlines and all of these corporations, 7,000 workers for Boeing have filed for a religious exemption because they don't want to get the vaccination.
I didn't know so many people were so religious.
Well, maybe it's religion by convenience. I mean, I have no idea. A group representing FedEx, UPS, and other cargo carriers say it's going to be impossible to have all their workforce vaccinated by the deadline. The majority being they don't want to get vaccinated. Mercedes-Benz have told employees in an October email, said that vaccine is going to become a condition for employment by January 1st. And I think we're going to have a situation where we're going to have a lot of people just not going back to do their jobs. And the average American citizen is going to see the problems that are going to stem from that.
Well, I think the sad part is that there's people with true strong convictions that will, lose their job for this, and they'll find
Yeah.
something else to do. But for the rest of us in this world that, need a paycheck, uh, that's where the real disaster comes in.
Right.
That somebody that actually feels that, pretty strong about this, but
Yeah.
what the hell? What's it going to do to me? What's the side
Right.
effects of this? Very small. They're saying the side effects are very small, but
I mean,
hey,
you had COVID. My husband,
Yeah.
I think had COVID. He's vaccinated. My husband's vaccinated.
Mhm.
He had to because of
Right.
where he works. I mean,
exactly.
yeah,
So
I didn't look down. I hadn't looked down at my nose at him. He had to get vaccinated.
you got to do what you got to do.
My mother's 88. She had to get vaccinated.
Mhm.
She's 88. I don't want my mom getting sick, but she could get sick tomorrow from, a multitude of issues that she has.
But though that's the sad case is that if somebody actually does have side effects from this thing, and we don't know what they're going to be years from now, who knows? If you have at every 8 months, I said this, I think on the last show, if you take a 5-year-old, right, who
Mhm.
really has no rights anymore, apparently, and to go to school, you need to have a COVID shot. By the time you're 5 to the time you graduate from high school, you're talking about more than 20 shots.
Your granddaughter is one of them.
What is that
Right?
going to do to these people?
I don't even know.
I mean, they say you can't even drink Coca-Cola, because of the side effects, or whatever the case may be, coffee. What is, 50 years from now, what are we going to be saying about this? You can't even, you breathe in asbestos, that's going to kill you, right? What?
I know.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it is completely harmless, who knows? But maybe it's not.
But here's what I'm going to tell you. The mandates are no good. Telling American citizens that they can't make a living and go to their job, and telling people that they can't go to restaurants
Yeah.
and concerts and football games, and making good people check those things. What is happening is I can look on this, and because again, the people just waving through, they don't care, and maybe they were looking for specific dates. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what they're looking for, but when I see them just do this, okay, they don't want to be there doing that. They want
Yeah.
to make sure you're not trying to bring in a fifth of Jack so you can puke all over, one of the areas of the Bills game, which I saw a girl doing right outside of the bathroom where we were sitting until the Erie County Sheriff come and they pulled us physically out of our seats and took us up to look at my vaccination card. And when I said, my husband has it, they go, we want to see yours. And I'm like, he's got it in his wallet. Do you want to see the vaccinate? We don't want to see his. We just want to see what you have. Okay.
Nice.
I mean,
did they show you where the showers were too, Kimberlina?
as they hauled me off to prison.
Did they put you on a train and tell you you're just going to take a shower?
Yeah. They put me on a train and took me to the showers. I mean, honestly, there are people on social media that I think would just like to line me up in front of the firing squad. That's how outrageously insane some of these people are.
Yeah.
And mostly not even from around here.
Trust me. They're calling. Thank you for the phone calls. I appreciate it.
Yeah, whatever. They'll go away. They'll get tired. They'll get tired and go on to something else.
Sure they will.
That's what generally happens. But to say that mandates are a good thing and pitting the American people against each other is a very scary, dangerous thing to be happening.
I thought Joe Biden was supposed to bring unity. What happened with that?
Joe Biden has done more harm to this country than any president that I can think of in the history of the United States.
Oh, guess what?
In the history of the United States.
I won the pool. I had Joe Biden would shit himself. I had that in the pool.
That is the rumor going around on social media.
I won $100 because I had Joe Biden would shit himself before the end of his term.
You apparently win that.
I
I did not know. Lori says, wait, did you say they pulled you from your seat? Yeah. Yeah, because I posted this picture. And apparently they were looking for me because, I had said publicly, here, I'm going to the game. So there I am at the game with my husband, and and the Erie County Sheriff's deputies, very nice, also did not want to be having to talk to me. They probably should have arrested the girl that was puking because she had so much to drink in the hallway out in front of the women's bathroom, or maybe the fight that was going on, 5, areas of fight. Oh yeah.
Fights at a football game?
Or
Come
maybe
on.
they could have tracked down that whole permeating weed smell. I mean, I don't know. Did they want to be talking to me? No, I don't think they wanted to be talking to me. I think they hated to come up and pull us out of our seats. I mean, we weren't doing anything wrong. We were sitting there behaving ourselves.
Maybe the fights were between the vaxxers and the anti-vaxxers.
But like common criminals, we're pulled out of our seat and they wanted to see my card. Okay.
Do you have your papers, Kimberly?
9. Yeah, I had to goose step up the stadium steps to the hallway to make sure that my card was A-okay. Was it A-okay?
I just got
I
a
don't know.
cramp in my leg. I think it's from COVID.
They looked at it and we went right back down and we sat down in our seats.
All right. Had a beer, enjoyed the game.
Had several beers.
The Bills won, the Chiefs won.
Had several beers, but let's worry about me and whether my vaccination card is real or not, or whether I'm vaccinated or not. Let's not worry about the probably 40 people or more that drove drunk home, or the 67 homicides as of today in Rochester, New York. We don't want to worry about anything that might be really important. We'd rather pull law-abiding citizens out of their seats to check their ID like it's 1940 Nazi Germany. That's what we'd rather be doing. So what is the punishment if you weren't validated? I don't know what that means. Someone's asking. You mean if I wasn't vaccinated? I don't know. They looked at my card and
they probably would have kicked you out, right?
And they went on their way.
Okay.
So I don't know any more to say about that. So that's the situation. I think you're going to see, if you're planning on traveling for Thanksgiving or Christmas, you might want to drive. My husband
It's going to
yesterday,
be hard to drive to the Caribbean.
my husband flew down to South Carolina yesterday, and we didn't know if he was actually going to make it because Southwest and American have canceled thousands and thousands of flights in the last 4 or 5 days. So in fact, I just want to say this. Happy birthday to my husband.
Yes. Happy birthday, Rich.
It's my husband's 51st birthday today.
He's a baby.
He flew down to see his parents in South Carolina. There he is, 51 years old. And he flew down yesterday to see his parents. It's a trip that we booked about a month ago. And I said to him on Friday, I said, I don't know if you're going to make it because of American and Southwest canceling on their flights. And you know why they're canceling the flights? Because of the vaccine mandate.
Oh.
So, but they're good for the country, everyone.
Yeah, because people get so close to those pilots.
Just keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Just keep drinking the Kool-Aid. We want to thank our sponsors, Fantuzzo's Acupuncture, of course, Taylor Heating and Plumbing, Taylor 500 Help, Precision Lawn and Garden, and also Express Sealers. They are now not sealing driveways. They are actually plowing driveways.
Right.
So we hope that at the We the People Podcast Network, you keep supporting our advertisers because they support us.
Go get plowed.
You know what I thought I sent to you, Austin? I thought I sent to you Captain Kirk's one-of-a-kind gun that he used to capture. I don't know.
Really?
I think you can, but apparently I didn't send it to you.
Oh, rats.
So I always say there are 2 types of people. There are Star Wars people and there are Star Trek people.
I'm both.
And neither the two shall ever come together in a mirror, right? And you can always kind of gauge someone's age by whether or not they're Star Trek or Star Wars. Me, I'm a Star Trek girl. I love the tribbles and everything that
Oh,
comes along
yeah.
with Star Trek. The trouble with tribbles.
Yeah.
And of course, Captain James T. Kirk did just go up on.
He went into space.
He went into space. Yeah. So his Star Trek
where
gun.
he went where many, many people have gone before.
His Star Trek gun just is going up for auction.
Isn't it a phaser?
And they expect it to go for $500,000.
Wow.
The Star Trek gun from the second pilot episode is tipped to sell at auction for $500,000.
Is it set to stun?
Well, yeah, it's set to stun you. Yes, there it is.
Wow.
There's Captain James T. Kirk's one-of-a-kind gun that was in his first appearance from the sci-fi series. Yeah, we were. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't you love to have that?
No.
Yeah, you don't want the gun for $500,000?
I'm more of a next gen guy.
Are you Austin? Of course,
you're a Luke Picard guy?
Of course you are. You're yeah. Oh, okay. So whoever Gigi is says, Kimmy, you're vexed. Give me your tinfoil. Give me your tinfoil.
All right, here you go.
Give me your tinfoil.
It's on backwards.
No. Am I? Am I?
There you go.
Am I? How do you know?
Is there a
Let
way
me
to
ask
put
you
it on?
something. Let me ask you something. Have you ever known the health department to be open on freaking Sunday?
Wait a minute. You make that look good.
Cuckoo. 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 They're coming for us. They're coming for us. Will Robinson, danger. Danger. Yeah. Have you ever known the health department to be open on Sunday? How are they going to verify whether or not a card is real if the health department won't even return your phone calls during the week? Who's going to call the health department on Sunday? I'm in Erie County. I know they're all state records. That's a violation of the HIPAA Act. I mean, who verified it? Your husband told us at work that you don't work with my husband. You don't work with my husband. No, I mean, here's what I think is funny, and you and I talked about this.
We did?
Now the big
I
debate
don't
is,
remember.
am I or aren't I? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I just know what I've said.
Am I or aren't I? You don't know.
You had COVID.
I did have COVID.
Yeah.
But am I or am I not vaccinated?
My husband had COVID.
I've never said I was or wasn't. And I did say that I was going to get it at some point.
Oh, did you?
I don't know. Am I?
I'm vaccinated.
Well, yes.
I've never hit that. That's fine.
Yeah, but have you gotten your booster yet, Austin?
No.
When are you going to sign up for your booster?
When I have to, I guess, but probably not. I don't know.
Well, I guess no one will ever know. I mean, I have said it very clearly on this show. I have showed a card, and the card was given to me by someone here at the party.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Or maybe we don't know that for sure. I
Maybe
mean, I don't
was
know.
given it to you by the county health department.
I don't
when
know
you got
anybody.
Vaccinated.
I don't know anybody from the county health department.
All right. It's a mystery.
It is a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Why are there so many Karens? I don't know, Ida, who you're referring to, but there are a lot. And I don't know who Gigi is. Probably someone that's, I don't know, hates his life. And,
How do we know it's a him?
what's the name of who's covering for the I don't even know. Captain Kirk? Is that who you're talking about?
Captain Morgan?
Captain Morgan. Exactly. Exactly. So, yeah.
I know Captain Morgan on an intimate basis.
So here's what I do know. That this state is so far gone.
We're effed.
Not to the good side, so far gone, but so far gone that we have made the final decision.
The final frontier?
That next year we're taking a hike with we're out of here.
So is this the final frontier?
I mean, I can't imagine. I've never really, done anything wrong in my life besides maybe, speed down the highway, which everyone does. But for someone to come pull me out of my seat because thousands of triggered assholes think that it's their business whether or not I'm in the stadium legally or illegally, that, they got to go tell on you, whatever. Maybe I'll go to another game and I just won't tell anyone next time.
Well, the bottom line is the system that they have. They can enforce it. It doesn't work. What are we doing? There was thousands
My
of people
husband's
there.
not a captain, but go ahead.
There was thousands of people there that were unvaccinated.
Mhm.
The system doesn't work. You can't mandate something unless you can enforce it, and they simply can't.
You can't enforce it.
They
You can't enforce the mandate.
It's still on your honor. Can't we just go back to the honor system?
Okay. Can I just say that someone who might be a tad crazy is this lady right here? Do you know who she is? Can you guys see that? So she works for Newsmax. There are people that are legitimately scary about this. Me, I'm just saying, hey, I'm not putting poison in my body. But this lady,
or maybe you did,
or maybe I did. I don't know. But this lady works for Newsmax, and she claims that vaccines contain bioluminescent trackers that are linked
Wait a minute.
to the devil.
Cuckoo.
I'm not kidding you.
Cuckoo.
She claims that vaccines contain bioluminescent trackers that are linked to the devil. And I don't know if you're familiar. And she says basically that if you get the vaccine, that you're marked with the mark of the beast. And if you're familiar with the book of the Bible called Revelations, it talks about the mark of the beast in Revelations. And her name is Emerald Robinson. And I think she used to be she was a legitimate journalist at one point in time. And now she works for Newsmax. And that doesn't make her any less legitimate. But making these claims is kind of crazy. But she says that, dear Christians, these are her words, not mine. Dear Christians, the vaccines contain a bioluminescent marker called Lucifer or something. Lucifer, I don't know how to pronounce it. So that you can be tracked. Okay. Read the last book of the New Testament to see how this ends. That's this girl.
Well, we thought a lot of things were crazy a couple of years ago. Maybe she's right. Who knows?
So I mean, but
who knew I'd be sitting here with a tinfoil hat on?
But she has a platform for this, a social media platform that she says that in the book of Revelation, which describes a war in heaven between the archangel Michael and the fallen angels, which are led by the devil, also known as Lucifer, that the book also warns that you can't have any mark or the name of the beast or anything associated with the beast in or on your body. And she claims that that's what the vaccination is. And I'm just here to say, I'm just a girl who went to a Buffalo Bills game. I am not saying that getting the vaccination is affiliating yourself with the devil. That's true crazy, isn't it? Or is it?
Sure
Hey,
seems
I
like
was
it.
glowing in the dark and talking to the devil long before I got the vaccine. Okay.
I know you were, Austin. I had questions about that, but I thought, just back away slowly.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Just back away slowly, and it's going to be okay. Here's what Democrats do when they know they can't win. They just cheat. There is a guy in Virginia. That is a huge, okay, so today is election day. In New York State and around the country, there are some major elections, some major battles going on. And Virginia is one of them where they have Democrat Terry McAuliffe, who is up against the Republican Glenn Youngkin. And this guy right here is a Democrat in the state of New Jersey. And guess what he was caught doing? Taking down political signs and throwing them away while he was drunk. There he is.
Shocker.
There he is. That is a Democrat Virginia delegate pulled over by police yesterday after a woman witnessed him taking down campaign signs as he was going down the street, putting them into a car, and then throwing them into a dumpster. The delegate, Chris Hurst, was pulled over in Radford, Virginia last night, thinking that he was going to take down all of the Youngkin signs so that people won't know he's running.
Yeah, he's just recycling, Kimberly.
Sure he is.
He's just recycling.
And it's my thought, if the Democrats think they can't win, we'll just cheat then. It's the next best thing.
Yeah.
We'll just cheat.
What are they going to do to him, right? They're going to do nothing to him, right? Is that a crime?
He was arrested and he was drunk and he was stealing signs, which is a crime.
Which means that
He was stealing. That's a crime.
Which means nothing.
I love all the people that think that, oh, Kimberly, you're guilty of a federal felony.
Isn't that the same thing?
There's really not much of a difference in a felony and a federal felony. It's kind of just but I love how there are so many people out there that think they know the law. I love that. It's fun for me.
They're just adding an adjective to it. That's all.
You're guilty of a federal felony.
Or is that an adverb or an adnoun?
Fuck you.
Is that one of those things?
Okay. All right. It's a federal felony. Then it's worse. It's like a double dog dare. It's right.
Sure. I double dog dare you.
Right. Exactly.
Is that what you were doing?
I was double.
I'm not taking the heat for this. I didn't double dog dare you.
You didn't?
No.
Of course you did.
Damn it.
Of course you did. Here's what I want though. So there was an email that was sent out by the PAC committee for Trump for presidency. And you can't be without this Christmas. This is something that
is it a butter?
This is absolutely what you need. It's not a butter Christmas tree.
It's not a butter tree.
It is Trump wrapping paper.
Oh, nice.
For all of your favorite libtards, get them the wrapping paper and let them have fun with whatever gift is in this inside. Maybe a big turd. I don't know. Give it to your favorite libtard this Christmas. Watch their mind just explode.
Would they even open it?
Well, good for you if you get whatever gift is in it if they don't open it.
Just auto return?
I don't know. Don't you want that paper? I have to have that paper.
Okay.
I mean, I'm glad you have so much to say today, Tom.
I always have something to say.
What is Tom's take?
Oh, you're going to do this?
Sure.
All right. I got a couple of, we got lots of time today. You got to be anywhere? You got any showings?
I do. I have a showing at 4:30, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
A
couple more. Did you watch last night on Monday Night Football when they were talking about the emotional support monkey? Apparently it's going viral. The special teams coach for the University of Texas's girlfriend has an emotional support monkey.
Oh shit.
And she's also a stripper. She's also a stripper.
Oh, good. So there's nothing crazy going on there. There's nothing. Okay. All right.
But
all
apparently
right,
the monkey bit somebody at their haunted garage or whatever on Halloween. So
did someone shock the monkey?
No. So and anyways, the stripper's handle is the pole assassin. So just we'll see how we'll see where that story goes. Oh, by the way, wait. I really want an emotional support monkey. Monkeys are fantastic.
Yeah, they throw poo at you.
I love monkeys.
They're gross. And so let me just say this.
What?
Why are there so many
support animals?
Ridiculously insane people? What do you think has happened?
I don't know. Do you think Trump's fault?
Do you think it's it's an environmental factor? Do you think it's years of breathing in all the industrial smoke in whatever city you happen to live in? What in the world has happened?
You want a serious answer to that?
In the last 50 years that has caused people to say, I need an emotional support monkey. And hey, you can't go into an outdoor venue unless you're vaccinated and wearing 5 masks. And oh, by the way, if the 2 vaccinations aren't good enough, you need to go out and take, I don't know, a couple of more boosters.
Here.
What has happened that we have lost our minds?
I know the answer.
I just want to know.
I know the answer.
What's the answer?
We stop saying no to our kids.
Is that it?
That's it.
We stopped saying no to our kids?
That's all I ever said to my kids.
So everyone.
Can I have this in the candy line? No. You just say no.
So our brains turn to mush?
Tom, what is that? You keep saying a word. I don't know what it means.
No? Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Did you make that up?
Did you ever hear the word no, Austin, from your parents?
So, the question is, what has happened to our society that we need emotional support animals? And people get triggered and angry because some, lady goes to a football game and isn't vaxxed.
I want a support monkey, Kimberly. Don't take it away from me.
Okay. I mean, honestly.
All right. Austin,
We're in a heap of trouble.
we
Yes,
have
me.
I have found another Guinness Book of World Record that we can break.
Let's do it. What we
My
got?
brother and I think we already have the record for this. Passing a beach ball back and forth 673 times.
Oh.
Passing a beach ball.
That's not that many times.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I've definitely
Because we don't have anything better to do on
I own that record.
Yeah.
I think I invented it. The world's tallest woman has been verified. She is Turkish and she is 7 foot, almost 7 foot 1 inch. She's a little short
She's the
of that.
tallest?
The tallest living female.
Really?
Just a shade above 7 feet tall.
Really?
So
They tend to not live
it's
very
official.
long.
They made it official.
Yeah, people like that tend to not live very long because it's hard on their organs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Robots. Remember I said you got to invest in robots? The University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, Michigan, they have knee-high pizza delivery robots. They can deliver 4 pizzas at once. And the reason for pizza delivery robots, the pandemic. They can't find anybody to work. Okay.
Oh, you mean those mandates?
Yes. No, I think this is just people not wanting to work.
Did you? Oh, by the way, did you vote today? Because it is.
I have
election.
not yet, but I'm planning on going vote. Vote no to 1, 3, and 4 proposition.
I did vote. I voted no on all of them.
And
actually.
if
It's
you
on the
live
flip
in
side.
if you live in the city, please vote for our friend Marcus C. Williams for city council, please.
Is Jose Pio up for?
Jose's not up.
Oh, he's not up for. Okay.
Some dude saved his pennies for 45 years. You know those giant water jugs?
So he's been saving his pennies since I was 10 years old.
45 years.
Since 1975.
You know the water jugs, the big ones?
Yeah.
Had 15 full of pennies. 15
Get
of them.
out.
How much do you think he got?
Not nearly enough.
Not nearly enough, right?
Not nearly enough.
I mean, they have an Acorns account, right? Do you have an Acorns account where you round your change up?
Oh no, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you got to get an Austin. Do you have an Acorns account?
You just keep making things up. I think.
Well, go get an Acorns account. It rounds up your pennies for you. And
is it an app on your phone?
Yeah, you could save thousands of dollars for retirement.
Okay.
So anyways, out of these 15 water jugs, he got $5,136.14. It just doesn't seem like enough for 45 years.
45 years and only got $1,000?
No, 5,000.
5,000. It really doesn't.
Okay.
Someone says I have an more emotional support bottle.
A professor at Cornell.
Oh, this guy.
Did you hear about the professor at Cornell?
Yeah, yep. This is another libtard triggered asshole. This is another. There he is.
Had 2 kids that apparently didn't wear their mask
In his class. Which is an environmental class. It's an environmental class.
Some oceanic class.
Yeah,
because he doesn't know who his students are in the class because everybody's just a social security number.
Well, it's no, because I think it's one of those big,
he doesn't know who they are.
One of the big lecture halls. It's not like a classroom. It's
so he put it out.
Probably a freshman 101 class.
He put it out to see who these 2 kids were, so that he could automatically fail them.
Yeah,
for not wearing a mask in his class.
Yeah, this is Bruce Monger.
Yeah.
Bruce Monger is a Cornell University professor in the Department of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, and he was mad that 2 of his the kids in his class weren't wearing a mask. One wasn't wearing one and one had one down. And he says, I need to fail them. Who can tell me who they are and their names so I can fill it out on the roster as failing? I mean, again, this is what happens when people lose their minds.
Right.
They are triggered by such things as my students aren't wearing masks, regardless of the fact that they paid. How much is Cornell? How much is Cornell a year? It's a $55,000 a year private school, right?
Yeah.
It's an Ivy League school. It's ridiculous amount of money to go there. But this guy takes it upon himself, the fact that 2 students have paid, or probably their parents have paid for them to go there. But he says, well, I'm triggered because they're not wearing masks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fail them. I'm going to give them a big fat F. Who the fuck does he think he is? I'm outside in a football stadium breathing
Weed smoke.
fresh air and weed smoke, and I'm liking it. There I am. Can you tell I'm high on life?
Yes, you can.
And there come the Erie County sheriffs down to drag me out because I may or may not have a fake vaccination card.
Did you see the green?
They looked at it and they let me sit back down.
Did you see the green 20?
Must have looked good.
Did you see the G20 green energy conference that they had? The world, the planet, everybody. Of course, China doesn't abide by any of it, but who cares about that?
Right, they're only part of the world.
Well, an afterthought was the agreement was that the United States is going to roll back their aluminum and steel tariffs that Trump put on. Well, what's that going to do? Well, let's see. We're going to have more cheap China steel and aluminum, and we're going to build cheaper stuff.
We're going to build crap.
We're going to lose manufacturing jobs, and we're going to lose union jobs. I thought
so. Before long, the Democrats are going to have us with no jobs at all because of the mandates. You can't work, and with sending manufacturing jobs out of the country, you can't work.
Right.
What are we going to be doing? Are we going to live in tent cities like they do in major Democratic cities where there are more people homeless than you can even count? They have major homeless encampments in Chicago, in LA, in San Francisco, in New York City. And before long, it's going to be spreading out to the rest of us.
So keep an eye on that story because that's probably gonna blow up in the next 6 months.
Just put more people out of work, and then we won't be able to feed our families. And then there will be.
And lastly,
there will be.
Lastly, did you see that the United Nations said that if
Hold on a
Elon
second.
Musk,
I want to go back to people are brainwashed by CNN. Kevin says that teacher is a cis white male patriarch oppressor who is just exercising his privilege and expressing his tyranny.
Well, there you go.
Kevin.
Good job, Kevin.
Yes. Crazy.
And lastly, the United Nations says that if Elon Musk were to give 2% of his wealth, they could solve world hunger.
Mm-hmm.
So what does Elon Musk do?
What?
He says, yeah, just tell me where the money's going. It's $6 billion.
Yeah.
He says, I'll just sell some stock in Tesla. It's not a big deal. It's only $6 billion.
$6 billion.
He says,
like pocket change.
Just open your books and let me know where the money's going, and I'd be glad to give it to you. You think that's ever going to happen? Because how much of that $6 billion is actually going to go towards world hunger?
None of it.
None of it.
It's going to go into the pockets of power-hungry whores. That's where it always goes.
The world
it never
needs
goes.
more. The world needs more Elon Musks.
But the money's never going to get to the people that it really needs to get to. It's never going to get to the people.
Oh, I have one last thing.
Yeah.
How many times do you call Chloe in a day?
Too many.
Too many.
I'm her mom. I call her all the time.
My son-in-law sends a group text out to the family.
Okay.
Lori and Danielle last month talked 10,599 minutes.
Wow.
Wow. Does this seem like a lot?
Who calculates that? Can you break it out?
Do you know how many minutes I have? 345. I thought that was high.
Mike C says, we're not hungry. I'm a biscuit shy of 250. I know we don't need to eat, right? We don't need to eat.
But there's no way they're going to solve world hunger for $6 billion. If they could solve world hunger for $6 billion, it would have been done by now,
I need
right?
to solve world hunger and generate world peace.
Right.
Isn't that what all the Miss Americas said?
Everybody wants world peace.
Exactly.
Don't make me cry over here.
Exactly. All right. That's going to do it for Kimberly's Revolution on the We the People podcast network. And I'm still here. And Tom's still here. And Austin's still here.
I'll be here tomorrow.
And tomorrow at 4:00, we do the We the People podcast network, Kimberly's Revolution show at 4:00. And of course, Chad will join us at that point in time. But we hope that you're supporting our advertisers. They support us. And we will be back here tomorrow. I've got houses to show. I've got things to do. I can't sit around here and talk to you all day, Tom.
Well, nobody's going to talk to me. I don't have any friends.
I know.
All right. God bless. Be kind to others.
rejuvenate, restore, refresh, and heal. At Fantuzzo Acupuncture, we seek to help achieve effective health and wellness in an elegant spa-like atmosphere. Fantuzzo Acupuncture specializes in traditional acupuncture, cosmetic anti-aging acupuncture, acupressure, cupping, CBD topical creams, and more. Approach healthcare holistically. Visit FantuzzoAcupuncture.com to book online today. FantuzzoAcupuncture.com.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.